The evidence is very clear that I've had people getting in this attic, and just overwhelming. And then I've locked the doors up to the attic, and so the only way that a person could get up there is from an underground entrance up a passageway. But in a home, the walls are just not big enough for a person to crawl up to get into the attic, and nobody's ever said that a person's crawling up a 4-inch wall, and that's ridiculous. But where could a place possibly be? And I want to show you here. What we're looking at is the fireplace stack. Notice at the bottom half of it how wide it is. It's 64 inches wide there, and then look at the top stack how much smaller it is. So that leaves a gap on each side, and it's well in there where you have headspace. So if you had a tunnel that come underneath one corner of that fireplace, then it looks like you could crawl up right into the attic, and then you have plenty of space. And so what I want to do here is kind of get a little closer here, and I want to show you something. I don't know if it's coming into view. The concrete's cracked right here. Can you see that? Right there where it's cracked over there? Okay. And let's look over here. It's cracked over here. So when we back up, it's like, I wonder if there's some tunnel pipe right in here, you know, because we already seen the tunnel pipe, right? So let's follow that crack on along. And there it is right there. There's the crack. Okay. And it goes up right to the corner of that fireplace stack. Now I took measurements in there, and I believe there is enough space from the firebox on the inside that each corner here, that there is enough space for a person to physically crawl. If there's a tunnel right there where the concrete's cracked under there, going to that side up into that attic. Interestingly, when I first moved here in 2008, and the home inspector was here, and one thing we found was at the very top of this chimney stack, what's called the crown. It's that concrete that's at the very top up there, and it was missing. There was about a foot where nothing was in there, water collect. And I remember that home inspector looked at that and says, "I've never seen nothing like this before." It's like it'd been torn down and rebuilt, you know. But I later, when I had the mortar fixed because of the foundation problem, remember the mortar problem, then I also had them fix that. Last thing I want to do is I'm going to flip around. Of course, you can see here, that's the secluded truck unloading lane that we'd seen so much suspicious traffic over the years, and seen the little girl at the sleeper cab of 18-wheeler, and of course 2 people at that store told me about prostitution that used to be going on back there. I doubt if it is now because of all the attention it's got. But we're just going to look over this fence, and I've shown this before. I had people back here looking at it yesterday. This is the alley behind my home, behind Home Depot, and if you'll see, I've got that piece of concrete over there on that side by that support column, and at the bottom, if at the base, you see there's concrete poured right there. Especially if you look at this support column, you got half a brick, and then all of a sudden a row of bricks is gone. It looks like it's been dug under, tunneled under. And as you go over, if you look at that telephone pole over there, it's got a big old gash in it, like it's got hit by a backhoe. So, you know, we've wondered if it was dug under here, the tunnel here, and then if we actually got on the other side of the wall, we'd see where the curbing looks like it replaced, and we'd see where it looks like the asphalt was dug up, and we've seen that from the map pictures recently. And so I'm going to turn back around so you can see there, and you know, possibility where somebody could come in if there's underground access, and go right up here and just follow it and go right up in that attic. And so anyway, this is Buddy, Midland, Texas.